Yo, what is up, guys? We're back with another video. Before we get into the actual topic, I just want to say that if you already haven't seen my last video, definitely go watch that. That'll be in the link in the description below. Also as well, I recently did a sit down back in February with Caden Jordan and his signing to Aliens Alive, as that recently came out. So definitely go check that out. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. And also as well, I also kind of vlogged my time down in Florida a little bit, just visiting Rodney's studio while I was out trying to make a CHH documentary and everything. So if you want to check that out, I'll link that video as well below in the comments. So definitely don't miss out on that. Also, I forgot I did a recent collab video with David Livick. So if you already didn't see it, definitely go check that out. I'll link that one in the description below. But yeah, man, let's get into the video. Okay, so the mission said something that really struck me, just because the video isn't more so about the mission per se, but one thing I want to say is that the mission does have a lot of underrated takes. I feel like the mission doesn't get shouted out enough. I feel like he has a lot of gems. I feel like a lot of artists around the States have a lot of gems to talk about, but the mission, for me, why I want to make this video, it's really more so what he said doesn't specifically apply to just Aaron Cole and Miles Minnick, but what he said, it's really an issue I see around the space just generally. I find that's something I find that's lacking.
Aaron Cole just got a sample cleared by Usher, one of the biggest R&B stars of all time. He cleared a sample so a Christian artist can use it. Miles Minnick is up for XXL Freshman of the Year. We all need to get behind these two guys and push and support, go vote, go stream the song. Like, this is big for the space. No matter if you rock with them, no matter if they're in your camp, it don't matter. I've been guilty of that, not supporting or whatever the case may be, because I feel like something should happen for me. But I think right now we need to put our pride to the side, or whatever it is, and we need to push and we need to support, because this is big for the space. They knocking down doors, they knocking down barriers. So we all need to get behind and push, promote, vote, do whatever you need to do, man. Salute to those guys. Let's get to it.
And that it's kind of like just that support. I feel like there are some artists out there that don't really get the support and recognition that they need. And, you know, recognition, I mean, it's good. Obviously, you don't want to get like high off that and high off the praise of other people. But I could tell at some point it kind of can be an issue if the culture and community of CHH is kind of directing the attention mostly towards certain artists, mostly towards bigger artists. And that doesn't just go to artists themselves, but it also trickles to us, you know, the media as well. I think we could do a better job of that. And, you know, I mean, I'm guilty of this too. But CHH and gatekeepers, quote unquote, and the media, maybe I'll make a whole other video about that and our thoughts. Because sometimes it's not always as it seems behind the scenes when it comes to like why maybe we won't cover certain people or whatever like that. But that's a whole other separate video we can make. But I just want to stick to the fact that, you know what I mean, like I think overall the media, the culture, everything like that, we could always do a better job at supporting artists, especially because when I think it matters the most, particularly with Aaron Cole and, you know, Miles Minnick, what they're doing, I think those are big wins. I think typically we'll kind of celebrate the wins that kind of seem more very politically correct to the culture, or just either Christianese, maybe the wins that include like a big artist, and so like, oh, like this big artist noticed this Christian artist, right? Or maybe I don't think that's fair. Like Usher is technically a big artist or whatever, but I think things like this, little things or whatever, like these are big things, they should be celebrated. I think we don't talk about how things like these deserve some form of appreciation, to just know that there are Christian artists that are getting out there and they're reaching different audiences. Like the chances of Aaron even clearing that sample from an R&B legend we're probably gonna be like near to zero if we're being honest, no matter how big Aaron Cole is, you know what I mean? Like, but to hear Usher kind of, I guess, like find like a thin lining, like an alignment with probably something maybe he resonates with, it was really cool and dope to see. And I mean, it's over a beat that I think, you know, a lot of people resonate with, that they grew up on. So I think it's, yeah, just great to see Aaron using that to glorify God and kind of just push something fun out there. I think what the mission said also especially applies to Miles Minnick as well, because he is one, I guess you could say, we use the word volatile case when it comes to moving around as a Christian artist. I think it's crazy as Miles has been going and everything, and he's doing this thing. I don't think the culture fully embraces and accepts who he is and what he's doing. And to be honest, I mean, like, I don't really think that matters at the end of the day. I think it's really just about reaching the people we need to reach. But in also making this video, I'd say again, like, I think we, the people, I think we could do a better push at just looking over the fence and seeing if he's really making a difference in these people's lives. If God is really using his gift and he's making music, walking this thing out of obedience. I mean, we don't know the guy in real life. We don't know who he is as a person, but I would imagine if you are doing this, and I mean, given if you are doing this as a reflection of your life, that this is truly what God is gifting him and pushing him to do in this phase of his life. Just because, yeah, I don't know. I think there's just something about him messing around too much with the mainstream, because he's definitively made the term the new mainstream now, to kind of push and redefines a new avenue to Christian hip hop to show what can be done. And especially this goes with what the mission said. I think it's a thing with when Christians take engaging with the culture too literally, or not too literally, but literally just doing it, just actually going out and just saying, hey, like here, there seems to always be like a barrier to that, an issue with that, and saying that, hey, this person's being too worldly, look where he is, look how he is. And certainly we can make the argument that if it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, then it's probably a wolf, right? If it doesn't look like a duck, then it doesn't quack like a duck, right? We can kind of see that from a visual, optical view on social media. But if we're being 100, that really isn't the case in reality. Because of what we've seen in the past year, there are artists that are doing the Christian things in front of you, but they're not doing the Christian things behind you. So I mean, yeah, I think it's just, yeah, I guess it's just me making the case to let Miles Minnick rock out and just do his thing. But yeah, otherwise, until then, I mean, until something terrible happens that doesn't reflect what he does on the front end with what we see, I'm rocking the boat of this new mainstream. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong and you disagree. I don't know, but I want to stay afloat on topic with what the Nation said, because what he says is really profound, and I think a lot of artists around the space just really to some magnitude feel that they don't get a push and support. So that's really it. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you next video.
Big for the space. They knocking down doors, they knocking down barriers. So we all need to get behind and push